Welcome to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Johnny Red Floyd Stadium, home of the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Raider fans have been clamoring to get this one started all week. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He finds his man. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Leaves it with the back. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Gonna run it. It's Reed. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back cat-like quickness?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback will keep it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Raiders! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. The give to the lone running back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it on the counter. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Rousseau. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
They'll ride the hot hand. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got him downfield. Open space at the 25. There he goes to the right. Into the end zone unimpeded. Except for that piece of laundry on the field, this might be coming back. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Rousseau. He's got it. They make the stop, and that'll bring the 1st quarter to a close.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. Middle Tennessee, 7. Texas, 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to power their way ahead. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
In the end zone.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Off the RPO, complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Offense gets set for second down. Give to the running back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Reed. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll throw it on first down. They've got the screen set up. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game. He's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, the short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Finds a crease at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Guys, one of the oldest and most spirited rivalries in the FBS is being renewed today. Oregon and Oregon State are squaring off. Here is the latest. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Scrambling away. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
He'll try the left side. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking to throw, it's Rousseau. Right down the middle. Ball in the air, intercepted! He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. They're bringing heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll turn it loose out to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past there, Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy, what a special victory. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. On first down from the 13-yard line. He's going to pass. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Rousseau. Lost one deep down the right side. And he hauls it in at the 30. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On second down, just keeps firing. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Oh, the ball squirts out. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They'll run the counter. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They'll leave it with him. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Rousseau. Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on fourth down. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wolf. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Feeling some heat. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Inside the 50. At the 30. 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, MTSU. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. He does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Looking downfield, it's Rousseau. They're trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Gets open down the middle. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his conversion.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Immediately fires to the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Off the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. This one's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable, because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. They'll try to blast their way in. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback checking off. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Second down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Middle Tennessee 31, Texas 15.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Unloads quickly. Across the 25, he's got room. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw was what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
On the ground, it's Reed. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
On second down, looking again to throw. Snags it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Touchdown, Blue Raider! And the route is on. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you lost a couple of games and get some mojo going back in your way.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Gibbs. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
First and 10.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorns!
He's got that bayou speed, like I run bayou. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
The give. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and now it's a two-possession game, down 15. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's got it down the middle. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! And the punishment has been extended.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibbs. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up here.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Dropping back, it's Rousseau. He's going to take off. At the 20, he's got space. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.